The Georgia legislature just held its once-a-decade special session for redistricting, which was littered with Republican gerrymandering.
Fair maps ensure that voters of color have the same opportunities as white voters to elect the candidates of their choosing.
People of color now make up half the population of this state, and therefore they should make up at least half the population of the Georgia Assembly.
So what's redistricting? Every 10 years after each U.S. census, legislators need to look at every state and federal election district. The idea is to make districts roughly the same size. So with the 2020 census complete, it's time for the General Assembly to draw new lines.
And any map that does not reflect that, it might be legal, but it is not ethical.
And so I'll start with you. The Princeton Gerrymandering Project just gave the state Senate map drawn up by Georgia Republicans a big fat F.
Time Georgia had a congressional district that snaked all the way from metro Atlanta through Augusta to Savannah. It's called gerrymandering. It happens when a state draws oddly shaped political districts to benefit one group over another.
But in this case, the legislature drew maps that only came out this week. And today, voters finally got to comment on them for the first time.
What happened here is our elected officials have drawn a map that is determining our representation for the next 10 years. And you're being able to cherry pick your voters and skirt the very thing that equal representation would provide, which is accountability.
Cities have been split, diluting the voices of people of color. Cities like Johns Creek, Warner Robins, Savannah, Columbus, and my beloved city of Macon have all been split into 2 or 3 districts each. In South Georgia, cities like Waycross and Ware County and Douglas and Coffee County have also been split into multiple districts. Not only have Georgians not had an adequate amount of time to review this map, but their commentary on it has been effectively ignored.
Madam Chair, we sit here again today just trying to wonder why. Why are we in such a hurry? Why we are not affording the people the opportunity to review the maps?
One of the questions would be, if the minority can draw a map that respects those communities of interest, Coweta County and Peachtree City, how is it that the majority cannot draw the same map or a similar one? What else is at stake?
And so the community is now awakened. The sleeping dragon is awakened, and we are ready to make sure that we are no longer cast aside and decisions are made to us instead of made for us. And so we want to be at the table when these decisions are made, and we want to be inclusive in that conversation to make sure that we have the right representation. And right now, this is not the right representation.
My vote and my voice can't possibly come through in this deeply red, highly conservative district. And when I look at this proposed map, I look at the small parts of Austell and Lower Powder Springs, which is heavily Democratic. It is heavily Black and brown. And I am totally confused as to how it is proposed to be a part of District 14.
Our only option is to fight back in court and to fight back at the ballot box. But of course, as Ari has said and NSA has said, that is going to be a difficult challenge, but we're up to the task, and we are going to continue this fight to have our right to vote.
If it is true that the moral arc of the universe bends towards justice, I swear to God, we will take it and we will bend it faster.